Alrighty, when I saw you last time, I'm about to drop my coffee cup. Let me get a better grip on it there. Okay, let's try this again. When I saw you last time, I think we was leaving the little camp by the river there, by the dam. And I decided to come out here. We are at I can't pronounce it right. I never can. Pembina. Anyway, River Gorge. Man, it is beautiful. If it was sunny, all these colors would be amazing. Which they still are. Don't get me wrong, but with the sun shining on it, they'd be a little brighter, a little more defined. But we're in the NDR, North Dakota National Forest. Wait a minute. North Dakota Recreational something. Anyway, we're in the National Forest. The boundary, we're not very far in it. The boundary is just about a quarter mile up that way. Technically, you can camp I said National Forest. I meant State Forest. But technically, you can camp in State Forest. Well, there ain't no technically to it. You can. You can backcountry camp in State Forest. Don't let anybody tell you any different. That's government land, public land, belongs to the people. Now there is rules and guidelines you got to follow. I don't mean you just come out here and do whatever you want. But the point of saying that, I don't think you can camp like here. I mean, you can camp in the State Forest, but you can't camp in this particular spot. This is I don't know the fancy word for it. You better off just get online, get on the website of the state you're in, and read the rules. This is established, what do they call that? My mind's going blank. It'd be like going to the State Forest and trying to camp in the parking lot of their office where where the state workers keep the vehicles and stuff. It's a established structure. I can't remember the fancy word to use for it, but you can't camp there. But you can go out in them sticks and bushes there and camp if you want. My goodness, my head hurts. How did we get off on all that? Oh, here we go. That's where we're at. I can never say that word. Anywho, I always come out here every year I'm here. I come out here, try to see a moose. I haven't seen one yet. You gotta forgive me, I'm also drinking coffee. Now I have come out here and seen deer. Wind's gonna start blowing 100 mile an hour. Let me get it to my back. I have seen deer and some coyotes. I think there was coyotes, could have just been dogs. But there was way down in that open area right there. And I've come out here and seen deer along the water. Not a moose yet. Haven't seen a moose. I'm assuming there's moose here because Canada is just not very far that direction. I mean, I can almost smell Canada right now. We're so close. But anyway, this is a great view, a great quiet spot to come, and the colors are changing. But anyway, I'm gonna hang out right here. They've got some benches and a picnic table you can sit at. I come out here a lot and just hang out, spend a couple hours, and you know, it's quiet. Usually no one's ever here. Occasionally the locals will come down here and eat them a sandwich or something, have a little picnic, but it's normally never more than 2 or 3 people here at a time. And that's if I see anybody at all. Most of the time I don't even see anybody at all. So I think I'm just gonna hang out here, enjoy the peace and quiet, stare off out into the, where I come from, we call that a holler. Here they call it a gorge. We call it a holler. So I'm gonna stare off down in the big ditch down there, and maybe we'll see some critters or something. Anywho, I'll get back with you after a while. Well, it's time to head back to the farm. I've been here at this lookout for about 3 hours now. I really don't want to leave, to be honest. But anyway, we got to get back to the farm, get settled in. Probably going to work tomorrow unless something's said different. So I need to get back there. And man, I don't like working. Maybe one of these days I'll get rich, won't have to work no more. But until then, we got to do what we got to do to stay on the road. So let's get going. I'd like to come up here one year on my motorcycle. Well, I already have, but I didn't think about it. But I'd like to come up here and camp in this little evergreen forest, I guess what you call it. A little mixture of pine, some aspen I see in there. Don't see no cedars. Anyway, I'd like to camp in the middle of that. Should have done it when I was here last time. I just didn't think about it. It's a pretty nice spot. Been a few people come out here. What is that? Is that a rock? Yeah, it's a big rock somebody painted pink. But I got one more place I'm going to stop, just right up the road here. Actually on this road we're on right now. There's a sunflower field. No hunting without permission. Well, I wasn't going to hunt. There's a field of sunflowers up here that I want to stop and look at. Beans look pretty good here. Anyway, I'm gonna pause this. We'll get up. It's not very far up here. We'll stop and look at the sunflowers. I just find this pretty neat. I mean, sunflowers as far as you can see. It's pretty neat. It may not be a big deal around here, but you just don't see this where I'm from. You know, you might see it around somebody's garden. You know, they'll have 10 or 15 or something, maybe 3 or 4 or whatever, but I mean, this is as far as you can see out there. That's pretty neat. All right, let's get back on the road. I stopped here, we're just heading back to the farm, and I noticed this. I've never seen this before, so I'm gonna stop and check it out.
In a quarter mile, turn left.
We're not even moving, lady. So, sign said it's no school, so we're gonna walk over here and check it out. All right, so it says Lamar, I don't know how you say that. Township Grade School, 99. That's got a 1939 and a 2003, so I don't know exactly. Maybe that's the year it was built. I don't really know on that part, but it's pretty neat. Has a basement. It's locked up, so we're not going to try to go inside. Might peek through the window though. It's a double door, so we can't really Go inside. There's some old desk right there. It's not gonna show up because it was focusing on the paint spots on the window. Pretty neat. Maybe I can get you a peek in the window right here. You can tell me what you see. Do you see anything cool? Maybe we can get a look in this window here. Now I can't see the camera, so I don't know if you saw anything. I didn't even see this door, walked right by it. Maybe we can see in there. Look like some of my carpentry skills. Oh yeah, I can see in there. This must be the teacher's desk with the globe on it. And I see a school desk right there to the left. Pretty neat. I think that's an old coal chute. Or at least in Kentucky, that's what they are. Goes into the basement, shovel coal down there. They probably use firewood here. It would have been cold where I'm from. Anyhow, let's get back on the road. I just thought this was pretty neat. Alrighty, folks, we are pretty much back at the farm. Well, that's not the farm, that's a business. The farmer I work for, that's his place down there. So we're gonna get down here, get settled back in. Need to clean the van up. I've tracked a lot of dirt in here. I need to get it cleaned up. Get settled in, probably fix me something to eat. I haven't eaten yet today. I'm hangry. But yeah, hopefully get back to work tomorrow. So I'll probably see you later. If not, I'll see you first chance I get. Alright guys and gals, just got through playing in the mud. Nobody worked today because of the rain. It rained for 2 days. Just too sloppy and wet. So I come over here today, which I'm done now. But I came over today to clean up. There was piles of dirt everywhere, dirt underneath the machines. Mud and slop and potatoes and weeds and anywho. It's gonna be dark in here, but I'll try to show you what this farmer does to feed his family. First of all, the truck's gonna load way out there. There's a machine that separates the vines and the dirt and all that good stuff. They ride up this belt. They keep riding, they keep riding. And I'm still walking, it's a long ways, folks. Anyway, they keep riding, go up through there, and they dump out on the ground. This farmer has 2 of these machines. I don't know why the camera's so blurry. Hang on. That really didn't help much, but anywho, that's what it do. So I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna go back to my little spot where I stay, and I'm gonna fix me something to eat. All right, it's the next day. The rain has quit. Look at that sun shining through the fog. It's pretty cool. It's froggy out here. Can't see very far. That's pretty cool though. Hang on a second, I'm gonna get a picture of that. All right, had to get a picture of the sun coming through the frog on the farm. There's a big green van. Little delay in the work today. It may possibly still be a little too muddy out there. Don't know, but I'm going to find out here pretty quick. And if it don't work today, I got a lot I need to do. I got some things I want to do to the van. I want to change that. I know I'm always changing things, but that switch I put the heater on, I'm not liking it. I've noticed it's I don't know how to say it. It like chokes the power down or reduces the power. I'm not getting the full voltage, so the heater sees a low voltage and it tries to throw an error. Sometimes it pushes past it and go ahead and runs. Sometimes it don't. So right now I got the heater back on the direct, wired directly to the fuse box. And I think what it is that switch I have on my counter with the gauge and all that stuff. I don't know what you call it. But anyway, I think it's reducing the power somehow. Because this morning the heater threw a code, low voltage code, and I unplugged it from there and plugged it back directly to the fuse panel. Worked just fine. So I think what I'm gonna do is get me a toggle switch from hardware store, Walmart, I don't know where, and put a break in between the fuse panel and the heater where I can flick the power on and off right there. So that'll be possibly what I do today. I don't know. It just depends. It's not cold here. It's actually a little hot during the day. It just early mornings it's a little chilly with all the moisture in the air and the time of year. It's a little chilly in the mornings for me anyway. You know, I'm from the south, so anything below 85 degrees is cold to me. Anywho, I'm gonna put this old camera down and tinker around a little bit and find out what I'm gonna do today.